Hi guys, tonight we're working on the 99 Chevrolet Blazer here. Want to go over a few things here on if you're changing out your transmission filter. This will probably work on many different vehicles that don't have a if you don't have a drain plug there on your transmission pan there, guys. It can be kind of a messy job there if you just drop the pan to one side and try to let the oil, your fluid, run out into a catch container. Best way I found, guys, to do this without making a big mess is what I do on my vehicles. Now this does have an aftermarket transmission oil cooler in the front here, which makes it a little bit easier for me if you have that, because I've already have the connection right here, guys. This coming out of my top of my radiator right here for the transmission cooler that goes through the radiator. But if you don't have a external transmission cooler on your vehicle, guys, you just take you'll have your transmission line here, which will be hooked in right there, and this will apply to many different vehicles. Like I do my Corvettes that way, and these Chevy Blazers, your S10 pickups, a lot of your Chevy pickups and stuff like that will be pretty similar to this. But if you don't have that, guys, you just unhook your transmission line here, and then just get you a fitting that fits in right here on this top. That's on your top here, top of your radiator, which this is the easiest way to do it. And then just get you some kind of a hose to hook to the end of that. And then, guys, what I do, I just get me a container here. Just get you like a gallon container or something there, guys. And what I do, just take and stick that hose down in there, and you can do this yourself. I do it myself all the time. And just stick your hose down in there. Make sure you got it down in there good so it don't fly out of there when you, or if you have somebody to help you, would maybe that would work too, if you had somebody just to make sure it didn't fly out of there. And then what I do, guys, I just start the vehicle up, and you don't have to fill it this full. I kind of went overboard a little bit here, but we got about a gallon, so we got about 4 quarts there. And just start your vehicle up, guys. Let that pump up to maybe right in here, maybe 3 quart area or something. Or if you want, you can go ahead and do 4 quarts. And but if you do, you probably want to go ahead and get you on one of these Blazers here to change the filter and the drain of fluid. You're looking at about 5 to 6 quarts, depending on how much you pull out. I'll probably be using close to 6 quarts. But when you do that, guys, here's how much I got left in my oil pan, or my oil pan here for my transmission, guys. Getting some bugs in there. But this way, guys, it's so much easier. You don't have this completely full here. And if you've ever done this before, you know what I'm talking about, how messy it can be. This really saves from having a big mess. Like I don't have hardly any mess down there at all, because I pumped a lot of that. I pumped about 4 quarts out of it, the transmission, which is pulling out of this pan right here. And this way I can take my bolts out and just hold that up there, hold my hand up on it so it doesn't fall over. And that's how much fluid was left in it after I pumped the 4 quarts out of it, and that makes it a whole lot cleaner than trying to take that pan off without taking some of the fluid out up here at the top. And the other issue with these here S10 Blazers is the hardest part I found on one of these guys is that one 10mm bolt. There's two 10mm bolts, and I'm using the 13mm. Most of them are 13mm, but there's two 10mm bolts there, guys, holding your, on this is on an automatic here. It's holding this bracket up in there. And I don't know if you can see that bolt right there, but that bolt can be kind of a bear to get out of there. And what I do, guys, I just take me a nice thin wall, 10mm here, and I get it up in here and just keep turning that, break that bolt loose, and just keep turning it until you get that out of there. That's usually the first one. That one and the other one that holds it back here. There's another one that holds the bracket back here in the back. I don't know if you will see that or not, but I usually take this one out first. With the this one here, guys, on the bracket, you can get to it with a. I'm just using a little Craftsman impact driver here, a little 1/4 inch impact, and I get that bolt out, and then, like I said, I take my 10mm wrench here, get up in there and loosen that one. That's probably the hardest part of the whole job, is just getting that, and then getting that also when you go to put that back in there, it's a little bit of a bear getting that that bolt, because you really can't get to it very easily to get it started back into the transmission when you put your pan back on there. But and we got to pull the filter off yet, and go ahead and change out the filter, and then I'll put my new fluid back in there. Probably going to be close to about 6 quarts, I'm guessing, since I did about 4 quarts out of that. 4 quart I pumped out of the transmission already, plus I would say there's probably another good quart, maybe a quart, probably 1.5 quarts maybe of fluid, or at least a good quart. I'd say probably 1.5 quarts, maybe close to 2 quarts there. So I'm going to be getting pretty close, probably using 6 quarts of fluid to get that filled back up, which will be about half the fluid out of a whole transmission, because you're looking at about, roughly on these, I think this is a 700 R4 transmission, and I think it is. I can't remember for sure what that, I think it's a 700 R4, or maybe the 4L60E or whatever they want to call it. But it takes about, to do a complete flush on that, on the transmission, I know it takes about 12 quarts. So with 6 quarts, we're probably about halfway. And I got some other videos out there, guys, on doing a complete transmission flush on these here S10 Blazers and my Corvette back there. I got a couple of them Corvettes, and I did one on a Chevy Cruze once, and I did a total flush on a Lincoln Town Car we had one time, and it works out pretty good. If you want to check those other videos out on how to do a complete transmission fluid flush. And guys, what I always run, I always run the full synthetic transmission fluid, and I've been using the Mobile One here. Kind of expensive to get this stuff now, but we're running this here Mobile One full synthetic now, and looking about $10–11 a quart for that stuff now. But anyways, guys, I thought I'd throw that video out there. We got the new filter here getting ready to go in. A new gasket, rubber gasket. And not too bad of a job to do, guys. Like I said, doing it this way will save you a big headache of having a big mess all over your floor and stuff. And then all I did, guys, because you'll still have some transmission fluid dripping off your bottom of your transmission there. As you can see, it's still got some fluid there dripping down. And I just throw me a couple containers down here to try to catch all of it that I can. But this way, as you can see, I don't have a big mess. Years ago, I used to just drop the pan, and before I realized that you could pump some of that fluid out of your pan, and I used to just drop the pans on one corner, and every time I did that, guys, I always end up having a big mess on the floor and big mess all over my arms and everything else, because it's kind of a pain to change one of those. What I wish they would have done, I think some of the other vehicles, or you can get an aftermarket pan that's got a drain plug in it. And I don't know why they don't do that from the factory. Go ahead and put a drain plug in that, and then you know, in all those. That way you can drain that pan out, and then boy, that would make it so much easier to change one of these. A whole lot cleaner and easier to do to change one of these transmission filters and change your fluid out. But for some reason they don't. A lot of the vehicles don't do that. But I found this to be the best way, guys, so you don't make a big mess all over the floor and all over yourself. Just get you a fitting, transmission line fitting to fit in there, guys, and then it will pump it right out of there, start your vehicle up, pump you 3 or 4 quarts of transmission fluid out of your transmission, put it in a container, whatever, and this way it makes it a whole lot simpler to drop your transmission pan there, guys, without making a big mess. So I guess that'll wrap this video up, guys. Hopefully that will maybe help some people out there that kind of struggle changing their transmission, wanting to change their own transmission filter and fluid. Like I said, this is a whole lot simpler, lot less messiness, I guess you could say, when you drop your pan there. So, and I'm sure there's other videos out there, maybe on that, maybe doing it that way. I don't know, but this way I found to do it, and it works out really well. I've been doing it like this for quite a few years now, and something I learned that would work without having a big mess all over yourself, and you know, a big mess all over the floor and everything else. So this works out good that way, guys. I guess that'll wrap this one up there, guys, and hopefully I can help some people out there on changing out their transmission filter and fluid there, guys. So we will catch you guys on the next video.